Morning, everyone. Before we will start with our scheduled private conference, I would like to ask Joy, to have first prayer.
Almighty God, thank you for this opportunity to gather today. Grant us wisdom and honesty. May our discussions be guided by transparency, equal respect, and shared commitment to the common good. Bless everyone present and guide us in making decisions. All of this we ask in your mighty name.
May I ask our back secretariat to please acknowledge the attendance of our back members to sit here in forum. Thirdly,
Thank you, Mr. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's acknowledge the presence of our back members who are present for today. For our back chairman, Engineer Rowell A. Lauder.
present
Back vice chairman, Attorney Aldin Arquinto. Present for back regular member, Engineer Olomudin Pinsaka. Present back provisional member, Engineer Muhammad Hussein Umanan. Present back provisional member in user, Engineer John Christian Gini Haga.
present, sir.
Mr. Chair, there are five out of 5 members are present today.
Okay, since all of the back members are present today, then I declare this private conference in quorum. Thirdly, please acknowledge also the attendance of our back secretary and back PWG. And of course, if there are any suppliers present,
Our back secretariat, back secretariat head, Engineer Libby B. Dutasa. So, back secretariat member, Engineer CP no Paisa Maulanin.
Present, sir.
Sir Rubin J. Laura, present head. Ma'am Lupus Dina si Antepeslo. Ma'am Gloria A. Garcia,
Present, sir.
Ma'am Giselle Dunabal,
Present, sir.
Sir George Elisita,
present, sir.
Ma'am Emilio Lucas King,
Present, sir.
and Ma'am Zeni Citadina.
Present, sir.
For back DWG, back DWG member, Engineer Jamira Itantaw,
Present, sir.
Engineer Siti Noraida R. Rambon,
Present, sir.
Sir Muammar T. Abbas.
Present, sir.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Sir Lee, and again, welcome everyone for this scheduled private conference for goods, procurement of diesel, for the use in the period of August and September 2026 on maintenance and other operations of DPWH floating equipment to cover operational expenses of participant of the 36 DKM 002 with PR number 2026-06-07. Okay. Start with the request from Ling to please have the presentation on our legal and technical and eligibility requirements. Ling, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the eligibility requirements, legal documents, registration certificate from SEC for corporation, BTI for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives, valid and current mayor's or business permit from place of business, tax clearance per Executive Order 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the BIR. For the technical document, statements of all ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts, statement of single largest completed contract, it must be adjusted to current price using Philippine Statistics Authority Current Price Index. It should have a contract amount equivalent to at least 50% of the EBC. A contract shall be considered similar to the contract to be bid if it has the same major categories of work. Please refer to DO number 117, series of 2017 revised guidelines for the determination of major and similar categories of work. For the financial documents, audited financial statements, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Tax returns filed and taxes paid through the BIR filing and payment system. Computation of NFCC of at least equal to the ABC computed using the prescribed formula. NFCC is equal to current assets minus current liability multiplied by 15 minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with the contract to bid. Legal document: each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective field JEP certificates of registration in accordance with section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR of RA 12009. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit NFCC shall likewise submit all of its ongoing and audited financial statements. Submission and receipt of bids. The contents of the first envelope, which is the technical proposal, are as follows: field JEP certificate of registration, platinum membership, statement of SLCC, NFCC computation or committed line of credit, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Joint venture agreement, if applicable, or in the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statements from all potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful, bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with ITB Clause 16 and validity period under ITB Clause 15. Technical specifications, which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, or after-sales service or parts, if applicable, omnibus warrant statement, and for foreign bidders claiming eligibility by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, a certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in their government procurement activities for the same item or product. For the bid security, bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission and opening of bids. Bid security validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission and opening of bids. Bid securing declaration, Form 1, cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by Universal or Commercial Bank, minimum amount of 2% of ABC. Bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a Universal or Commercial Bank, minimum amount of 5% of ABC. Third is surety bond, callable in demand, issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, minimum amount of 5% of ABC. For the contents of the second envelope, which is the financial proposal, bid form, which includes the bid price, price schedules in accordance with ITB Clause 13.1, and if applicable, certificate of domestic preference in accordance with ITB Clause 25. For the bid prices, the bidder shall accomplish the price schedule form as prescribed by the procuring entity, which may include the following details: price of the goods quoted EXW, X Works, X Factory, X Warehouse, X Showroom, or off the shelf as applicable. The cost of all customs duties and sales and other taxes already paid or payable. The cost of transportation, insurance, and other costs incidental to delivery of the goods to their final destination, and the price of other incidental services, if any, listed in the BDS. For bid evaluation, the financial components of bids of each pass shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The BAC shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. The mode of evaluating bids will be based on lowest calculated bid. For the completeness, no price in required item means non-complying, indicating a 0 or a dash if it is free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words. The words will prevail. Total price versus actual sum of component items. Actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ. The BOQ will prevail. If above ABC means non-complying. For the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 2 days upon receipt thereof. Common errors in the submission of bids, incomplete pages of bid documents, both in technical and financial, authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. First, for single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Second, for corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate and board resolution. Third, for joint venture resolution or agreement. And fourth, for partnership, as indicated in the articles of partnership. Reminders, the deadline of submission of bids will be on July 20, 2026 at 10 a.m. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Philippine bidding documents, new bid form, omnibus sworn statement, and bid securing declaration. Note, follow the latest NGPA standard forms as uploaded in the gppb.gov.ph. Number of copies of bid proposal, 1 original copy and 2 certified true copies of each bid using A4 size bond paper and side bound. If the deadline falls on a non-working day, legal holiday, or a special non-working holiday, the deadline shall be the next working day unless otherwise stated in the bid bulletin, if any. Place of submission of bids will be at DPWH Iligan City DEO, specifically in the conference room. Suppliers must observe in the bidding documents the following: pagination, side tabbing, and labeled according to checklist, table of contents that will harmonize the pagination and side tabbing, and compliance with the attached checklist. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah, kasi
Jing. For the suppliers, are reminded that be sure to always check our website or alternatives if there are any the bulletins or supplemental bulletins for this contract ID. And no questions, comments, concerns, then we will proceed with the presentation of the items to be presented by the end user, Engineer Niaga. Jan?
Yes, Mr. Chair. So for this contract ID 26G KM0002, DPR number 2026-06-0015. Project name is Procurement of Diesel for Use in the period of August and September 2026 on maintenance and other operations of DPWH floating equipment to cover operational expenses of various equipment with DPWH numbers L2-1498 and etc. for the Oplan Contra Baha, Iligan City. So on location is DPWH Iligan City DEO, Iligan City, Lanao del Norte, with the funding source of SR 2026-05-007865 with an ABC of 8 million. So that is all, Mr. Chair, for the contract ID.
Okay, thank you, Sajan. Wala na. Yung project title.
Wala lang di-enumerate ang mga plate number talaga nakalagay.
Okay. Details and your number like that.
Yes.
Specify and ABC funding source and aside. Sa number. Okay. So ABC lang naman. Wala naman mag-provide sa details to. No, mag-provide. Okay. Any questions? Verifications in regards to the contract data? If none, then back numbers, who wants to move for the adjournment of this private conference?
I move to adjourn this private conference, Mr. Chair. Second.
Okay, it has been moved by Alden, seconded by Sir Manong, and I declare this private conference adjourned. Okay, thank you everyone for your time.